maybe take it first. Yeah, why should we be doing and using video as part of our business and the way that we market ourselves? What are the important reasons for doing it in the first place?
Sure. So I think people can easily overcomplicate video and think it's got to be this big production. And it used to be, right? Like you used to have to spend, $5,000 to have a video crew come in and shoot your video for your company. And it was this big deal to have your video shoot. Today, we've got these amazing phones and you can just shoot stuff, but people are like, well, I don't know how, I don't know why. I would say start to think about video as networking. It's the same thing you do when you go to a networking meeting. You're just there to show your face, talk about what you know. You just start doing that to your camera instead of in person, and now all of a sudden you can network at scale. So instead of talking to one person, you're talking to 100 or 1,000. So if you start to think about it as networking at scale and not, I've got to make this perfect video, it makes it a little bit more accessible, I think, for folks.
And what about the content? I mean, I think it's a great concept. Think about it as networking, but you're probably not going to want to put a video saying, hi, this is me and this is my business and this is what I do, kind of thing, which is what we get from people at networking events all the time.
Right. That is the challenge, right? Because when you're at a networking event, you talk to someone and you can immediately tell if their eyes are lighting up when you're talking to them, or if they're glazing over, or what they're interested about your business. You don't get that with a camera. You just have to guess at what people might be thinking, which is a huge challenge. What I usually say is, if you are passionate about it, someone who's watching is going to be passionate about it. You might not get 1,000 people, but in a B2B space, you're really not looking for 1,000 people. You're looking for 10 people. You're looking for one phone call. And so if you can passionately talk about whatever it is, guaranteed there's going to be other people who care about what you're talking about. If you're talking about something because you think it's going to get likes, or you think it's going to get views, or another reason, it's very easy for us to kind of just get a sense that something isn't right about this. But I don't care what it is. If you're passionate about it, talk about it, and you will get people engaged in a conversation around it. You obviously do want to be thinking about, like, what do people want to be engaged with? What are they talking about? What's an interesting topic right now? And as far as real estate goes, there's no short supply of interesting real estate topics. When the market is good, people love talking about how great the market is and why and what's going on. When it's bad and we're in a recession like we are now, that's also a great conversation topic, because it's like, how do you sell during a recession? How do you make partnerships during a recession? What is one of our clients is in the mortgage industry, and he's constantly giving updates on what's happening with the Fed. How is that going to affect mortgage prices? All these things. How is the jobs reports going to affect mortgage prices? So there's constantly news coming out every day in the mortgage industry that you can do your take on.